Hey, my name is John, and I'm 55 years old, and I had a heart attack 6 days ago. Today's Monday, and I've had a heart attack. It's right now, it's noon, so I've been awake for like 5 hours, and I've done a lot of work in the house. I've been cleaning up around the house. I've been vacuuming. I've been helping my daughter clean her room. My daughter is 10 years old. And I'm not as out of breath as I was like just a couple days ago or just yesterday. I'm feeling stronger already, probably because my heart attack was really minor. And somebody wanted me to talk about a little bit about the actual experience of having that heart attack, which is, it started on Wednesday at around 11, and I was just sitting at my desk at work, and it was like this weird kind of achy pain that was, I was feeling kind of dizzy, a little unsure, maybe I couldn't breathe very well, and I was just like, what's going on with me? Why do I feel so weird? And it was just like this pain about like a 1 that started, and then I just was like, okay, I gotta go. I left, said goodbye, and got my car. I drove home about 40 minutes. I'm about 35 minutes away from home. And on the way home, the pain started to get worse and worse. Got it to about 3 or so. I got home and I took an aspirin, and I took I thought maybe I was having indigestion or some sort of heartburn, and I took some apple cider, that old, it helps with the indigestion or acids in your stomach, I suppose. It's always tended to help me, and so I thought that would help, and then of course it didn't, and then I went to the hospital, and the pain was never really got above a 3, a 4, or a 5, and it just sort of stayed in my chest area and a little bit on my arm. And then in the hospital, as my blood pressure was getting higher and they were trying to deal with the pain, it kind of went up into my neck a little bit, and maybe into my ears even. And so I suppose you could say it was in my jaw. And these are all classic heart attack stuff. And I got pain meds. First they gave me nitroglycerin, 300 milligrams of nitroglycerin, which is designed to open up your valves and open up your blood vessels and help you get more blood to your body, And then they gave me some morphine, which I hate morphine. I don't know if you've ever done morphine or had morphine, but morphine's gross. And then that did work, of course, but it just sort of dulled the pain, and it was still there. I could still tell it was all there, and so then they eventually put me on this drip, which was like a 6 milligram drip, and what's that thing on your, you got a needle that goes right into your arm and it just stays there. It's like a collar. I can't remember what it's called. If you know what it is, maybe comment and tell everybody. But so that was my experience, and it's apparently it can be all sorts of different things. But basically, I had a blockage in a small 1 millimeter artery that caused a lack of oxygen to my brain and my body and everywhere. And now my body is healing, and it takes at least 2 weeks before you can start to heal. And it was very, very difficult and scary, I suppose you could say. And now I'm my whole life, I feel like I'm changing things. I'm changing things about my life. I used to be hold on a second. I gotta go. Sounds like my daughter maybe hurt herself. Gotta be a parent. Liv, are you